Hey Sainters, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to the Saints TV Round 6 player ratings. We took on GWS last night at Manuka Oval in Canberra and we came away with a solid, hard-fought 17-point win, taking us to 5-1, second on the AFL ladder at the moment. And yeah, just great performance overall. Really proud of the boys. It was a complete team performance and we needed it. Players went down. Jack Hayes being the most notable one, and that was really hard to watch. But the boys rallied. Rowan Marshall struggled, but he fought hard to get on the ground late in the game. And Josh Battle really stepped up. So player ratings, as always, you know how I do it. We'll go through it, rate the players out of 10. And I think you guys kind of know who's going to get some of the higher ratings in this one. So I actually wrote down my ratings last night, fresh from the game, and this is what I thought. So I'll go through them here and we'll see if you guys agree. If not, no harm done. Comment your ratings as well, your BOG, and maybe some unsung heroes in the game and players that stood up when they needed to. Comment below. All right, Josh Battle. Top of my list because he was obviously fresh of mind what he did last night in the ruck, around the ground, 23 disposals, 10 marks, 10 out of 10. That was the ultimate sainter of the round performance. He was so selfless. Was great down back when we needed him, but he was also very, very good as a makeshift ruckman. And if we didn't have Josh Battle doing that, we might have lost that game. He did a lot right last night, and yeah, just a phenomenal performance from him. And that really shows the selflessness going around at the club at the moment. So Josh Battle, for me, 10 out of 10. Jack Higgins, 4 goals, 3, kicked 3 in the third term that helped us turn the game around. Was basically the match winner again when he plays. I'm giving him a 10 as well. What I loved is that he missed a few goals early that could have put him off his game, but he really stood firm. That long bomb from outside 50, dribbler, really got the momentum going for him. And that third quarter, he's doing what Max King does. He just stands up in the heat of the moment when we need him to. And he bobbed up with 3 goals in the third and finished with 4. And could have had 5, but he handballed off to Crouch at the end, which I thought was just very, very... just depicts what the club's all about at the moment in terms of the selflessness and just the good vibes going. You know, he knew Crouch was in a better position. He handballed it. So kudos to Jack Higgins. 10 out of 10. Awesome performance. Jack Steele, back to his best the last couple of weeks. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was great. Led from the front. His tackling was just ridiculous. 9 out of 10 for Jack Steele. Gresham, an amazing goal again. Quiet game on the disposal front, but it was one of those games. But I still thought anytime he got the ball, things happened. So I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10. Seb Ross, his field kicking's gone to a new level. Like, I don't know what he's done in the off-season, but this is the new Seb, and this is the Seb of 4 years ago, and we absolutely love it. So 8.5 out of 10. I thought he was fantastic. He finished with 24 disposals and 5 tackles. Perfect performance from Seb. That's what we want week in, week out, and we're getting that. Rowan Marshall, 7.5 I'm giving him. I thought in the first half he was close to one of the best players on the ground for us. He finished with 15 disposals despite basically being on one leg for the second half and not playing a lot of it. Kicked a goal, the first goal of the game, 16 hit-outs, and 352 metres gained. And that's from basically 2.5 quarters of football. So I thought Rowan Marshall did a lot. And the fact that he was sore, but he came back on and tried his best to just get on the field and help will the team over the line says a lot about Rowan Marshall. And I think that really did galvanise the boys and that really did drive us to getting the win at the end. Brad Crouch, I thought he was great. He kicked 2 goals in the end. He finished with the 23 disposals. Again, just continuing his really good month of football. 11 handballs, 4 tackles. Can't ask for much more than that. He didn't get as much ball as he used to in the last couple of weeks, but he made up for it and kicked 2 really good goals. And that banana on the boundary was a momentum changer for us and a huge goal. And then he kicked the sealer at the end, which was great. So I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Jack Sinclair, what did he finish with? He had 25, very clean by foot. It's Jack Sinclair. That's what we expect every single week. I didn't think he was at his absolute best, but I didn't think he was one of our worst at all. He was just Jack Sinclair, a clean, consistent game, 7.5 out of 10 again. Ben Long, I thought he pressured the ball carrier well. And he had 14 disposals, 5 tackles. He played a bit of half forward, a bit of half back, and was just really solid all round. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Max King, 1 goal, 7. 8 bloody shots on goal. I reckon he had 9. I think 1 was actually punched out of bounds. But he's getting to contests. He's marking everything. And to be fair, a lot of his shots were tight angles, and one of them did hit the post from 55 off about 2 steps set shot at halftime. So he's going to have a game where he's going to kick over 10. I can feel it. He's going to have one of those games like Buddy Franklin where he kicked 13. He's going to go absolutely bonkers. And who knows, it might even be on the greatest day of all for us. You know, I'm happy if he kicks 1-7 today, but he kicks 7-1 in a granny. I'm pretty happy. So because of the contest he's got to, I'm going to eliminate the fact that he kicked 1-7. I thought he was amazing at just finding the ball and marking it in some of the positions he was in. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. It would have been, you know, I would have given him a 20 out of 10 if he kicked straight, but 7 out of 10, I think he's getting his shots. He'll take them. We know that his set shot kicking is actually improving, and I think it was more his snaps that he wasn't quite getting on the weekend or last night. Kell Wilkie is Kell Wilkie, 8 out of 10. Great performance. Winhager, a bit quieter, 5 out of 10 for him for me. D-Mac, I thought he was a bit on the quieter side, but again, serviceable. We don't need every player on 10. If every player's on 7, that's a very solid team performance. You don't want one player on 10 and everyone on 4, if you know what I mean. So there's no one, I think, below 5 in this game, and a lot of 6s and 7s. So you'll find that now in the next couple. So D-Mac, 6. I'm giving Howard a 7.5. I thought he was great down back. Some of the spoils he did was awesome. Some people might even have him at 8, 8.5 out of 10, but I'm giving him a 7.5. Jimmy Webster, solid. Toby Green was a big in for them, and he went to him for a little bit. Paddo played on Green as well, so I'm giving Webster a 6 and Patton a 6 as well, although some people might rate them higher. I thought they kept him quiet, and that was good enough. I thought they were still a bit scratchy with the ball in hand. But again, you know, their job is to stop Toby Green, and they basically did that. So they could probably warrant a 7 or 8 just based on that alone. But I think, yeah, based on their previous form, I think a 6 is probably fair. Tim Membrey, one of his quieter games. I don't think he actually kicked a goal in the end, did he, Tim Membrey? Did he kick a goal? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. He didn't trouble the scoreboard. Yeah, one of his quieter games for the year, but he's had a very good month, so you can kind of afford him that. 6 out of 10. Nasiah, Wengen and Malira did some nice things again. Some of his kicks didn't come off, but some of them did. That's what you get from Nasiah. He's in game 4 or 5, and he's already doing stuff that you absolutely get excited about. And he's taking the game on a bit more, getting into space and taking bounces, which is really good to see. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 as well. Dan Butler, I don't think he troubled the scoreboard, and he only had 6 possessions. He's probably the one player that's most out of form in the team at the moment, but he's also, you know, pressuring, although he only laid the 1 tackle, so I don't know. Butler's got to lift. I think, you know, I don't want him to, he's not going to go to Sandy, but he needs to lift. And you see Higgins and Gresham, that get on the end of goals. Butler needs to lift and get in on the show as well. I'm giving him a 5. Brad Hill, very quiet game from him, only the 10 disposals, but it wasn't quite the game for him. So you can kind of understand that. It wasn't really one of those outside running games, and that's what he's been so good at in the last couple of weeks, and he still stayed at half forward. I love that we didn't just put him down back to get cheap touches. We just let him stay at half forward and on the wing. But again, only 10 disposals, didn't kick a goal. His best play was when he took the GWS player on and kicked it low to King on the left. And I think he actually had a good left foot kick in the third term as well that set up, I think, a goal. Can't remember. So 5.5 for Hill. And Lynett, he came on for Jack Hayes, and I think he only had the 6 disposals, but he was serviceable, clean with the footy, didn't get beaten. I'm giving him a 5 based on the fact that he didn't play the full game. And Jack Hayes, he looked awesome early. I don't really know what to rate him. I don't think I'm going to rate him, but I just want to say, Jack Hayes, we all bloody love you, mate, and I know that the club's going to sign you on for another year. That's amazing to see. They announced today, or Bratton mentioned it in the press conference last night. Absolutely deserved. Clunked the ball, kicked a great important goal for us, I think in the first term or the second term, before going down. And he's just one of those players that he's clearly going to become like a cult hero for us. He brings the team together. I think everyone loves him. And from where he's come from to where he is now, it's just full credit to him and his hard work. And no doubt he's got some hard work ahead of him now getting over this ACL, but he's got the support of the boys around him and us as fans. So, Jack Hayes, I'm not going to give him a rating, but I thought he would have been in for a pretty decent performance the way he started that game. So there you go, Saners. That's my player ratings. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Comment below. Let me know what you disagree with or what you agree with. Just let me know your thoughts, and I'll respond to them when I can. The match review is out, so that's on YouTube as well. There'll be a link at the end of this video. And there's also fan cams. Marshy was in the nation's capital last night at the game at Manuka Oval, and he chatted to a few Saners. So head on over to the fan cams and watch that. It's a great video, some good laughs there as well, and it's always good to watch Saners up and about at the footy. So I'll leave it there, Saners. Thanks again for watching. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment, and do all that fun YouTube stuff. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be, I think, Monday morning, Saints TV Weekly, to get all the Saints news, talk about all of the good vibes of the win and everything else in Kilda. So until then, Sainers, take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.